The most important skills to succeed in sales today are not what you're probably thinking. I'm talking about the raw foundational skills that beginners need to actually break into tech sales and stay in the game long enough to succeed. And if you're watching this because you want to land your first role in tech sales, this part is going to be really interesting for you. So let's get into it. Skill number 1, active listening. Most people think sales is about talking, pitching, convincing. The truth is the opposite. Here's a concept I want you to internalize to understand selling in 2025. Ready? It's not about you selling. It's about you helping your buyer buy. Only they can convince themselves to go for it in this information overload era where buyers are really empowered with so many options, data, alternatives. In 2025, B2B buyers complete around 70% of their research before contacting sales. Yeah, crazy. The best salespeople know that and are really sharp listeners, facilitators. They can listen and digest quickly on their feet to understand what's the next important thing to say or question to ask to help navigate this maze of a deal. They catch on the small details, the nuance, the things the buyer isn't saying directly perhaps. They can uncover internal power dynamics, hesitation, and anticipate potential blockers. And then they connect the dots between those details and their solution and plan how to move the deal forward. That's what makes buyers lean in, when they feel like you understand them better than anyone else. If you're naturally curious and if you can closely pay attention, think on your feet, you're already ahead of like 90% of people trying to get their first tech sales job. Skill number 2 is a huge must: grit. Sales is full of ups and downs. It's not for the faint-hearted. One week, I'm booking meetings left and right, things are moving along nicely. The next week is a deal's desert. You get ghosted. Depressing. You can't get too emotional about the highs or the lows. I used to get really attached to the outcome when I started out, and it was an emotional roller coaster, let me tell you that. I had to learn this lesson the hard way and just let it go emotionally. You stick with the process, you keep going. That's great. And it matters more, believe it or not, than charisma, more than being a natural seller. I've seen so many people with insane talent flame out because they couldn't handle rejection and the quieter, more difficult periods. But the ones who keep showing up, they win. There was a quarter where I had 3 massive deals I was expecting fall through in the same month. Honestly, it was brutal, not fun. But instead of taking it very badly and wallowing in self-pity and disappointment, I doubled down on my outreach that month. By the end of the quarter, I still had quota. That's grit, not getting emotional about the dip, just sticking with the process. Skill number 3, organization and time management. In sales, your time is your currency. You'll be juggling prospecting, outreach, follow-ups, research, meetings. If you're not organized, you're going to drop the ball, lost deals, miss quota, and a lot of stress. If you can plan your day, stick to a routine, and track your tasks, you are way more valuable than just someone who wings it. And this is even more important for follow-ups. Catch this. 80% of sales requires at least 5 follow-ups, yet 44% of sales reps give up after 1 attempt. Yeah. Organized persistence pays off. Skill number 4, project management. Deals today aren't simple. They're complex, but not because of the tech component, really in the vast majority of cases, but because of something else. On average, you'll have around 9 or more decision makers involved in every deal. Each of them cares about something different. The CFO wants to hear about cost saving and ROI calculations. The IT leader cares about integration. The end user wants ease of use. If you can keep momentum, tailor your value prop for each stakeholder by conducting super deep research and basically run the deal like a mini project, you'll stand out instantly, because most beginners or folks outside of sales don't think of sales that way, but that's exactly what it is today. You're not just selling, you're managing moving parts and guiding everyone towards a decision, towards a consensus. And here's the kicker: none of these skills require you to have actual sales experience. They are raw talents you may already have. Maybe you've built grit in hospitality by dealing with tough customers. Maybe you've sharpened your organization skills in school or project management in your current job. The point is, these skills are transferable, and if you lean into them, especially in job interviews, you'll have a real edge when breaking into tech sales. Bring it up proactively and prepare examples, of course, and stories to back it up. For me, these are the skills that changed everything. Talking about them was what got me my first tech sales role back in the day when I had exactly 0 experience in sales. And it didn't succeed because I was the loudest in the room. That's not my personality at all. I succeeded because I listened carefully, I stayed consistent, I got organized, and I treated every deal like a project I was responsible for. That's what helped me land multi-million-dollar deals, become a top 1% account executive, and build a career I love and cherish. So if you're looking to break into tech sales, focus here first. The tactics, writing emails, running presentations, closing deals, this is all learnable. But these raw skills, they're the basis, the raw talent you bring. They'll carry you through the entire career. And a little bit about me, I'm Rosie, and I'm an award-winning account executive with over 12 years of experience, and I recently built my Step into Tech Sales program to help people with no experience land their first tech sales role as quickly and confidently as possible. I poured all my best insight and heart into this now 140 submodules video course. So if you're looking for tight guidance to help you get your first tech sales job without the guesswork, check it out. So tell me in the comments, where are you today in your journey to land your first tech sales role? I'll reply to any questions I get. And if you found this video helpful, hit like and subscribe because I've got more coming that will help you land your first tech sales job and crush it.